It's February, second month of the year, vlog number 2 for 2021. I originally had a list of stuff to talk about today about what's happened in the last 4 weeks, or 3.5 weeks being February, about Tesla and EVs and everything else, but at the last minute on the way up here I thought I'd change my mind and talk about three-wheeled cars. And as you know, probably the last month or two I have been doing a lot of research into the Australian design rules, the ADRs, in regards to Cybertruck. Obviously, we have one on order. I want it really bad. I want to make sure it gets here. And of course, the usual arguments about it's not going to pass ADRs because of blah, blah, blah. Well, the short of it is, there's no rules in the ADR that the Cybertruck will not comply with. Now, recently there's been talk of the Aptera and the Arcimoto, and also things like the Renault Zoe, which will never come out here. That's a part of the ADRs I'm not really familiar with. I haven't really looked into it that much about three wheels, but from what I can gather is the reason those things, or things like the Renault Zoe aren't legal in Australia, is because of the classification of a vehicle. Now, I think basically, to be a car, it has to have a windscreen, has to have demisters, windscreen wipers. And it also has to have an enclosed cabin to be classified as a car. An enclosed cabin means doors. Doors, such as this has. Side intrusion bars, side occupant protection, and that sort of thing. Now, the Renault Zoe is a four-wheel vehicle. It has a windscreen, demisters, and wipers. So therefore, it must have an enclosed cabin to be classified as a car, which it does not have, because it has those little clicking plastic doors that get on like early model convertibles and things like that. Therefore, it is not classified as a car. But another vehicle classification in Australia is the three-wheeler. Motorbikes can have 1, 2, or 3 wheels. Think about things like sidecar, stuff like that. Those, I think they're called Can-Ams, you can get roaming around the place as well. They've got 3 wheels, but they don't have windscreens, demisters, and doors. Now, the Morgan three-wheeler, I've heard, has been registered and approved for sale in Australia, which again is a 3-wheel vehicle, but does not have doors. Does not have a Hi, Miss Security. Yes, filming a vlog. Nothing to see here. Move along. Come on, I've filmed enough videos up here by now. Security should know my car. Anyway, yes, the Morgan three-wheeler, from what I understand, it does not have doors, obviously, and it has 3 wheels. Therefore, it's classified as, I'm assuming, same category as a motorbike. Now, the Arcimoto, again, has 3 wheels. Having 3 wheels, look at my hair, means it can't have an enclosed cabin, which I don't think it does. By looking at the pictures, it's 2 tandem seats, 2 tandem seats front and back, has windscreen wipers, has windscreen and wipers. So I'm not sure how that will fit in. But it doesn't have doors, so it might fit the category of a 3-wheeled motorcycle, in which case it would be legal in Australia, but will require a motorcycle license to drive it, which could be a hang-up for some, but getting a motorcycle license in Australia is, well, it's not a pain in the ass. It is difficult because you've got to go for rider training, which is well worth it and does save a lot of motorcyclists' lives. So yes, that's a good thing. As for the Aptera though, it's pretty much a car. It has side doors, it has a passenger cell, it's an enclosed cabin, has a windscreen, has demisters, which means that according to our rules, it should have 4 wheels, if that's the way I understand it correctly. Which means it won't be legal in Australia, which is a real bummer because I really love that Aptera thing. It really looks really futuristic, really modern, and with that and a Cybertruck in the driveway, that would be literally out of this world. That would be awesome. But yeah, sadly, I don't think it's going to make it here in Australia because it has 3 wheels. Now, if it has the dual wheels at the back, remember those Mazda vans or the smaller vans you could get in Australia that had the 2 wheels at the back? If they did that for the rear wheels, then it has 4 wheels and it becomes classified as a car, which then should be legal in Australia. But yes, obviously I've got more work to do with the ADRs in regards to wheels and vehicle classifications. But again, that has nothing to do with the Cybertruck or the steering yoke as well. So, what has happened in February, I guess? Now I've finished talking about that. Well, we have, as you probably know by now, or if you don't, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 has been revealed. And I'm assuming it's going to be available in Australia because it's been spotted testing in Australia, which is awesome. So I'm assuming it will come here. But the pricing, from what I've heard, the rumours are £40,000. Now, if that's true, that's going to make it nearly a $80,000 to $100,000 vehicle here in Australia. And Hyundai brand just does not fit that category of vehicle. That's a luxury price range. $100,000 for an Ioniq 5, it will just never sell. Though, being a Hyundai, I don't think it will be that price when it comes here. I can probably be close to the 50 to the 60 mark, up there with the Ioniq's current pricing and the Kona as it stands today. And to me, that's an awesome looking car. I'm just very happy that Hyundai went with that design. Maybe seeing the Cybertruck and its futuristic design and the fact that it's going to be built has woken up these designers and given them the courage to bring a design to market that was a concept. Because one of my pet peeves is all these concept cars you see at the motor shows. They're brilliant. I love them. But when it comes to seeing them on the streets, they look nothing like the concept. They've gone back to the traditional look. The interiors are the same. The general overall feel of the vehicle is the same as the one previously. And it's like, what happened to all that design and all that, awesomeness to the concept car? Where'd it go? Why don't you make those cars? And with the Cybertruck, that's why I love the Cybertruck, because I'm happy that Tesla have done that and decided to make a car that's just literally off the charts when it comes to design. And I'm happy that Hyundai have done the same with the Ioniq 5. It looks brilliant. I love the look of it. Looks like the concept car, very similar to the concept car. It's cool. I like it. Oh yes, speaking of designs. G'day. Just filming a YouTube vlog.
Oh, okay.
That's fair enough, no worries. Thank you, have a good evening. Kangaroos here, lots of them around here, and no, we don't ride them to school or work, okay? So yes, Cybertruck, as according to Elon Musk on the Joe Rogan podcast, which was only a few weeks ago now, mentioned that Cybertruck design is what they call pens down, which means the final design has been signed off, which means it will soon go to prototyping and tooling production, I'm assuming. And he also mentioned too that the final design was just 3% smaller than the original Cybertruck that was revealed. Rattling pistons. Learn a driver, good place to learn actually on the university campus, nobody else around, so that's good. So yes, just 3% smaller. And from what I can figure out, it's basically, in Australia here, we have what they call the Ford Ranger Raptor twin cab ute, and the width of one of those utes with the mirrors extended is pretty much the same width as the Cybertruck will be here in Australia. And the Cybertruck will be about 1 foot longer, 12 inches, 30 centimetres, freedom units, yeah. So it's not going to be that big. It's not going to be like a super monstrous truck like a lot of people assume it's going to be. It's going to be a big vehicle, yes. I mean, the Ford Ranger Raptors are quite large, a lot bigger than the Toyota Hiluxes that they compete with. So there's that. So hopefully Cybertruck should be on the road by the end of this year, in America at least anyway. Trig station. So yes, on all things expensive EVs as well, Mercedes EQ series are going to be prioritised in Australia instead of the USA. That's good news for Australia. We're going to get some more EVs. But I guess I don't see why they're doing it. I think they're doing it. So if the EQ series does have issues and software problems or whatever, then Australia's market is extremely tiny compared to the rest of the world and all the Northern American market. Meaning, if they have issues, they can easily be recalled from Australia and fixed and sorted out before they release the EQ series to the rest of the world. Good news for us, good for Mercedes. So that's always good. So that is my vlog for February. Next one coming in March. Funny that, March comes after February usually. So, if you got this far, thank you for watching, really much appreciate it. Love every single one of you. Yes, I saw you cast there, it's looking at me. And I have to delete that video. But here enjoying this lovely sunset while vlogging. So thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves, say hi to everybody, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Bye. Yes, referring to my notes, February vlog.